Hey everyone, welcome to Our Life in Trees. We've got some property out here in southeastern Oklahoma. It's right by the Ouachita National Forest, where there's 1.5 million acres of national forest land, hundreds of miles of ATVs, side-by-side, horseback riding, hiking trails. And we've got a little piece of land here by this creek called Billy Creek, and we're working on a treehouse cabin for Airbnb. And we come out here almost every weekend. It's about a 3.5-hour drive for us. We live right by Oklahoma City, and we drive out here every weekend because this is what we love to do. So I thought I would share what we do every weekend and our progress on our projects, and get some opinions and some advice from some of you that have done it before. We watch a lot of YouTube videos about people with similar sort of properties, and we just thought we'd share our little slice of what we call heaven. So this is our little treehouse project that we're working on. It's not so little anymore. Got a little bigger than we had expected. So hopefully we'll have the rest of the windows installed and the siding installed soon. These stairs are going to come down so you can park side-by-sides under here, and there'll be another deck that will have a hot tub on it. And that deck will come out to here. So you'll be here on a deck looking at the creek. And then you can go right back upstairs into your cabin. We'll have some dirt covering some of this down here so the concrete's not so visible. We might even paint these underposts black so that they are not as visible and it looks more like it's in the trees. We do have trees going through the deck and through the roof. But when you look up, it sure is tall. We don't have our railings up yet, but we do have stairs. These are pretty wide stairs. They're 5 feet across. And it brings you to the deck. Now the deck will be a little nicer with railings without scaffolding and these random boards up. But when you're up on the deck, this will be your view. So that tent, we're working on power washing it. We're gonna take it down. That won't be there. We'll have something else going on over there. But yeah, you'll be able to come over here, look at Turtle Creek. Now there will be a neighbor just right through the trees over there. A really nice high-end luxury cabin will be there. Again, another short-term rental. Now our property line is right there at that stake and runs across over here right behind over to our bathhouse, which we can't really see from here. But this is the view. So when you're out here on the deck, hanging out with your friends, looking at the creek, you're between 13 and 16 feet off the ground. My feet are, so the view here is awesome. Sunsets coming and sunsets here sometimes are just unbelievable. The whole sky turns red and you have front row seats to the sunset on this deck. You say, but Greg, it's too cold to sit outside. It's too hot. It's the middle of summer in Oklahoma. I say, oh, we have an answer for that too. Come inside. Here, you can be sitting on the couch, still look out at the creek. You can just lean out the window and you have a great view. But Greg, what if I have guests? What do I do? Where do they stay? Will they have a view? Yes, they will. They'll be up here in their upstairs loft with their own bathroom, and they'll be able to look out and see Billy Creek. Look out here, see Turtle Creek. Or if you just want to take a look at the trees, you can look out into the woods. Or maybe you're going to the bathroom. You want to see what the weather looks like outside. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's always beautiful here. Even if it's raining, when it's snowing, fall, spring, winter. Summer's a little hot, I'm not gonna lie. If you've got air conditioning, I think you'll be in good shape. The deck, the posts for the deck are 12 feet. So the concrete piers, the one on the right hand side is 3 feet out of the ground, the middle is 2 feet, and the one on the far side on your left is 1 foot out of the ground. So we'll go with the farthest one. The deepest one's 3 feet plus 12 feet, and it's a 2 by 12. So that deck is 16 feet, the floor of it 16 feet off the ground. That center post, 21 feet tall. Again, about a foot to the peak of the roof. So all in, on the tallest part, right there on the right-hand side, it's 38 feet from there to the peak of the roof. Pretty big. Now the deck across the top, it's a 24-foot wide cabin. So we've got a 6-foot section of deck and an 8-foot section of deck. So all in, with 30 feet across the front of the deck as well. So it's a tiny house. It's a tiny house, treehouse cabin, because downstairs it's only 540 square feet, upstairs is 240 square feet. So all in, it's a pretty small space, but it sure looks huge out here on the creek. So Billy Creek runs down from the mountains over there, the Kiamichi Mountains, up to what's called Talimena Scenic Drive. It's a beautiful place on the ridge of the mountain. But all the water runs down and then comes through here, and at 90s right at our property, and this is a 5-foot swim hole. Not good for December, but good for other times of year. So over the past couple of years, we've been working on making this little stream come through here. We created a concrete little dam, which makes a waterfall. And slowly but surely, we are working on moving the part of the creek here down a little bit to make it more streamlined. But until we do, it still collects debris and there's some stagnant water. So I just come through here with a rake and clean it up every few weeks and keep it looking good. So we got that flowing a little bit better now. Still a lot of leaves there. So our plan is we're going to use a skid steer and the mini excavator. We're going to keep bringing dirt in this way, and so we don't have all the stagnant stuff here. Now this goes over the Turtle Creek. And there's turtles that hang out on that log. They all jumped in, it looks like, except for one. And he just jumped in. Nighttime at Billy Creek isn't really as bright as it looks on this video. We have these lights strung up all over the place, and my phone just really makes it look a lot brighter than it is. But yeah, these lights look pretty cool. I strung them all over the place, so we have it all lit up. I'm thinking this area over here, we might do like some mini putt-putt hole. You know, a couple holes over there. Maybe a sail shade over top to stop the leaves from landing on them. That'd be kind of neat. We're thinking of a little clearing over here, maybe a little gazebo or maybe some sort of big hammock. That'd be neat. But yeah, I've got these lights everywhere, except down over there by the cabin yet, and not by the creek. It's December 2nd. We're out here at Billy Creek. It rained a bit this week, so we want to get an update on how everything's looking. What I dug with the mini excavator over here. I did some leveling with the skid steer. And I want to see what it looks like. So it's all supposed to be draining down here. So far, it looks pretty good. It's a little bit of standing water in my trench. It's okay. Oh, a lot of water through here. So this is a low spot. That's good to know. A lot of water through there. Yeah, the trench is looking pretty good. Looks like this is still running. You can see that right there. Yeah, I think it's following the path I want it to. All this over here. Yeah, I might have dug this a little too deep right here in this area, but it's okay. Yeah, this is all still running. Little baby waterfall. So this area I'm walking in now used to be just standing water. Well, that's really a positive thing. I only dug to right here. And this is all just natural fall. So maybe I should continue a little trench along our property line, which property line is right here. See the string? But this is where the water comes through. So there's standing water here. There's where my little trench is. So I just need to continue it on just a little bit. Yeah, this is all swampy again. This is my property marker. So it goes all the way down there to the old highway. There's our camper through the trees. That camper's on the Hidden Pines cul-de-sac. Over there is the Riders Roost Clubhouse. And over this way, this is a fall from the whole road comes down this direction. That's what this water is. There's my neighbor. So this here on over there, this whole area, this 1.5 acres is for sale. So this would be a good spot for a little cabin, an elevated cabin. So right here, this area we're standing in, there's no big trees. We're right by some big trees. But this would be a good spot.